game yesterday. They won that game 5 goals to 0, and Lookman scored and assisted in that game. He missed a couple of chances, clear-cut chances that he should also have scored probably a hat-trick in that game, but he did not. But fantastic game for Lookman in his first game for Atletico Madrid.
Yes, it was a good game. You could see the performance, you could see the energy he brought to the squad. You could also see the way the players actually welcomed him into their team, because it's one thing to go to a side and hope to do good for the side. It's another thing for your teammates to provide you ball, give you the assist, show you workings, bring you into play. And there's one thing I believe in football is whenever somebody gives you the ball, reciprocity matters. And we saw the reciprocity when he provided an assist for Antoine Griezmann in that game. But good one for him to square the first, to cut back the first defender, square the second one, and then lace the ball back to where he was initially going to in the first place. It was a very good goal. And then a very good one for him to partner with this guy up forward and play the way they did. I think it was a good setup, the way Simeone set up his side. Lookman can play in that forward position. He's done it before for Nigeria. He can play in the wing. So I think it's utility choke you get. And then secondly, for a team that is also suffering through a drought where Julian Alvarez hasn't scored in a while.
Games,
and Solot is out injured.
And Solot is out injured. Yeah.
Solot has been the one carrying the team with goals, and now that he's out injured and this guy comes in and he scores, it's a good one generally for the team.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Atletico, Real Betis, I say Atletico Betis. Real Betis, after the loan spell, were shouting Anthony the GOAT. After one signing,
why are you being
don't petty me. Don't petty me. Let's say it as it is. Anthony the GOAT, after loan spell, season not start. How many goals, how many assists? I think in January, in 6 months.
You are the one hyping him on loan.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
So that they will pay now. They don't pay. They don't pay. You hype the players so they will bring big money. The same thing we are hyping Rashford now. Barcelona bring money. You say, but that's the way you can. You put them in the media, put them in so that they will pay the fee. When they pay the fee, they know that it's not fee they are paying. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine they are paying, because look at it now. I think in how many games in a row now, he's been suffering from goal drought. I think the last 3 games he played, he had a goal in that one. And after that 3 games, 3 games in total. Let's say, okay, fine, Atletico Madrid was the bigger team than theirs yesterday night. But come on, it was an absolute domination. Like, you could see that this is what Simeone wanted. Was it last summer he bought all the strikers, everybody he brought in, and they didn't do it. They saw
it's still a good number also. 9 GA.
9
GA.
If Nakunya now, he go kill him. If na Mbemo, he go kill him. If na Florence, he go not kill him.
Kunya way they talk about never score up to 5.
He gets more than 9 GA.
He never
get more than 9 GA.
He never scored up to 5.
But again, I'm not talking about Anthony. I'm done with the Anthony case. It's still a poor number for Anthony. Coming to the game yesterday, and I'm not even talking about them. I'm just saying this was one of the reasons Atletico Madrid went in, I think 2025 summer, to get most of the striker, Julian Alvarez, all of them. They brought them in 2025 summer, and before then, they wanted to play attacking football. Let them see if they can play attacking football. But Simeone at some point went back to default settings. The season ended. This season has started again, and you could see that they could not score the goals because the players they brought in to score the goals or attack were not really that offensive or clinical in front of goal, and you have to depend on counter attack by the speed of Giuliano Simeone, his son, and some other fast players. So you hit on the break, which at some point is not also working. The next thing you have to do is go with strikers who can hold on to the ball and hold on to possession. I think that's one thing he went for, and he got Ademola Lookman, because look at I cannot count how many times Ademola Lookman lost the ball in possession yesterday. All his passes were almost complete.
He played well.
Griezmann, the same thing. You could see pass completion. If they go forward, he takes the pass, he escapes, he beats the press, he passes it back. It's just the way football works. You don't have to do something flashy. You don't have to dribble 7 players to score your goal. Just make sure you keep on to possession, and you will get your chances. In the game yesterday, I think 62 possession for Atletico Madrid, which is something we've not seen in a very long time. Those 62 possession came in the opposition final third, not even in their own defensive passes. Not most of the passes didn't come with defenders and goalkeepers. It came in the halfway line, which means they were trying to attack at Real Betis, and it was a good game to see in general. Very fantastic
game of football for Lookman. He wears the number 22 jersey.
Even the guy that came in from the bench also.
Yeah, the new guy.
Thiago Almada.
Yeah, so
from Lyon.
I think that they are going to be a good side with Lookman. I think if you ask me, now Solot is out, it's going to be Alvarez and Lookman, because I think Alvarez plays well when he has a partner that probably
can hold on to possession.
Yeah. So, but let's see. It's going to be an interesting where. When I know that Atletico plays a 4-4-2 flat, that's how they normally play. They play a 3 at the back, but they always play with two strikers. They always play with two strikers. Always, no matter the formation, they always play with
either 3 at the back or 2 strikers. So, whether 5 at the back or 2 strikers.
When I saw the formation, I was thinking maybe Lookman would play probably from the left or from the right.
It was up front.
Yes, he was up front with Griezmann. He scored a goal. He should have had a hat-trick in that game. Scored a goal and had a lovely assist for Griezmann to score his own goal. So fantastic. We're going to be actually looking out for him, especially in this one. Now the world is seeing him more. If I'm not taking away anything from Atalanta. They are a big club, but Atletico is a bigger club and a bigger coverage for him. He plays in the La Liga now, and he's going to play in the Champions League too with Atletico Madrid. So let's see. Hopefully, our own boy is going to.
Now I can say he's coming home. Champions League is coming home.
For who?
Atletico Madrid.
They play. Okay, well, it's possible. It's possible. Probably.
If City they get home,
it might be the X factor that they need. It might be the X because
City they get home. Why Atlanta not get home? Atletico not get home. I asked that they get home. Why Atletico not get home? There's hope everywhere. Hope Bakasa. So we might be bringing the trophy home this season.
So fantastic for Lookman in that game. He scored a goal and assist. Next is another La Liga game at the weekend. Hopefully he starts and keeps scoring for Atletico Madrid. Another Nigerian that made wave is, if you remember, the Nigerian player that played, he was called up for the Nigerian national team, but he didn't play. Nadi. Nadi has moved from the Belgian club to Olympic Marseille. So it's a good thing. He moved to a bigger club. And he has been moving from Nigeria to somewhere in Belgium, Division 2 to Belgium 1. Now he's in Marseille. Good him. I thought his first name, but I know that Nadi is his first name. Fantastic for him. I think he's going to do well at Marseille. He might not be starting. Or if he plays well, but he has he has a lot of potential because I've seen his highlight. I'm not lying. I've not seen him play. I've seen him play for Nigeria
for second division Belgium.
I've seen him play for the Nigerian Super Eagles, but I have not really seen him play in club football. But hopefully he's going to do. I think it's a good move for him. Nigerian players are doing well abroad.
Yes, Nigerian players are doing well abroad. You have to see the quality of players we are exporting out of this country. We also have to see players who have earned their move, like for real. And not to take us back, Ademola Lookman has earned this move. He earned it. Back to back performances. He earned it with that Euros finals. He earned it again in the league. You see the top 3 finishes. He earned it yet again with the highest goal scorer one season like that. He also earned it as well with performances. And you see him moving to Atletico. Even the club even if they don't get bad conscience, they don't get bad conscience against him because he has actually served the club. Talking about Nadina getting his move to Marseille, another player that's earned it. Go back, look at the Belgium league. You can count almost 50 African or let's say 50 Nigerian players that have come through that league and moved on to do better things. So I think it's kind of like a mini incubator for African football because we have a lot of good players doing there. Yes,
yeah, good player he is. He signed for Marseille. I think we have to look out for him. He's just 22 years old. So we have to
last season, Marseille almost clinched the trophy, only for them to capitulate. I think in February and gave a very massive and PSG to win the league. This season, I think the hunt is still the same. Try and get their hands on the trophy.
They're not going to win this season. They are third or fourth on the table.
Now they are calm down. Now they probably will. They're second on the table, second or third on the table. So now look at what they're doing. They've gone in and get one area on loan. You can go and get this guy on loan as well, or perhaps get him permanently. Since the chance, you just get players who can do the job because what you're looking for at Marseille is players who are physical and dominant on the ball, who can also run and create the chances. And I think that's one thing they are going for. Look at the players they've gotten in so far. And like John said, some of the players, if you do well, you end the move. Look at where he's coming from, the Belgium league. From the first team he went to the next team, he's just been doing okay. Because everybody that has moved as a Nigerian, once you move as a Nigerian and you play maybe even at 5 minutes for Super Eagles, we know you for Super Eagles. As you enter that club and they post you, that club they get followers. And I think it's a good market for Nigerians because I think it's a good market for even the clubs themselves because they know that the Nigerian fan base, if you do anyhow, because look at Napoli and the likes of Osimhen, the level of unfollow drop, although the comments were still up there, but you could see that there were a couple of reports on the page itself. So It's same thing for your page. If you do anyhow, you collect Sevilla. I think they learned from, but if you ask me, they learned from Sevilla when you sign a Nigerian player. Just keep posting him. When they sign Klitschko and
Even
Acho,
look at what Fulham was doing,
and look at what
during
Fulham
the
is
AFCONs
doing.
too.
It's not even what they were doing. What they are doing, they are
Yeah.
still doing it. The Three Musketeers. It will be in it boys. It will be
Bassi and then what's his name?
Okay,
But again, it was a good move for him.
Good move for him. Nadia has moved from Belgium Pro League to Marseille. Hopefully, he's a midfielder. Hopefully, he's going to do well. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for the guy that plays for Akin. What?
Akin
Samiro,
That plays for Pesa.
Mm.
He's on loan from Inter Milan. After this season, he goes back to Inter Milan. Hopefully, he does well.
Kivu.
He's been playing very well.
Send him
to
the
playing well at Pesa. Probably he's going to do better and go back to Inter. So two of them, because if you look at our midfield in Nigerian Super Eagles, Ndidi is getting
and again this guy
again.
I think he's lost his place in the Brentford team after going on loan to Esbjerg, Frank Onyeka.
No, it's not. I think it's Sheffield.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now he's going to loan to either Coventry or Sheffield United.
Coventry for
Frank Onyeka, either Coventry or Sheffield United.
He went to Coventry. Yeah, he went to Coventry. I saw that news. So okay, but let's see. Fantastic for Nandi. Onyeka of Brentford have moved well from
our machine in midfield.
He has moved to the Coventry. If he plays for Frank Lampard, and they are first in that
the championship.
Help them qualify.
If they help qualify, and probably he gains a permanent move and plays good football with them. But he has not played really has not played much with Brentford.
He went on loan last season.
Even since they signed him, I'm not really.
He's been playing well for Brentford. I don't know what happened. He just
in the Italian Coppa Italia in Italy, Atlanta trashed Juventus 3-0. Mbabu, they killed them with that one, but good game for Atlanta.
Let's talk about it. Atlanta is a bigger team than Juventus, as you can see.
Yes, leave that one.
At the moment.
Okay.
At the moment, though.
Let's talk about games happening today before we move to the Nigerian Professional League. Okay, before then, we talk about games today. Cristiano Ronaldo have decided again not to play the next game. For Al Nassr, he's still protesting that they are doing what they are doing to his club is unfair. So another game, I think against which club that best man left?
It's Al Ittihad.
Al Ittihad. They are going to play Al Ittihad in the next one, but he said that he's not going to play. But let's see. He's still on strike. He's saying that they are not giving them money. So that's what he said, that the others are signing better players than his own team, because he has been there for 3 years plus time. He have not even smelled that league title, and he wants to win that league title. But going on strike will not actually change anything, truthfully, because one of the board members have said that a player doesn't have an influence over the whole league, and he can only have an influence in his own club. Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. So that whatever he that is protesting, that best man has moved and he scored a hat-trick, he will not change anything. Yesterday, he will not change anything. So Kuma just couldn't continue playing. You are just 1 point below.
That's the thing.
1 point if you challenge, you win. And their team won. I think their team won 8-0, and they are the first in the league, 1-6-0. So they are scoring goals. But let's see. We're going to be following the news and see when one of the goats, decides to come back.
The goat
continue to play football. Okay, that's all for Cristiano Ronaldo. I know everybody is always trying to talk about Cristiano.
A goat.
Okay, talking about today's games. One game in the Premier League today, one game in the La Liga, one game in the Serie A. So first, the Premier League. The Premier League have Leeds versus Nottingham Forest. This is where two of them must get 3 points if you want to survive. You must get.
There's only one that will get 3 points now.
Well, a draw will put them probably in both of them in a difficult situation. But Leeds are playing.
Doesn't put them in. Two of them are 6 points above drop zone. 6 points.
6 points is just
above West Ham. Yeah, if the both of them get a draw,
same point, 16 and 17 on the table.
If the both of them get a draw,
have the same goal difference, minus 11. Have 26 points on the table. That's Leeds and Nottingham Forest. Both of them, if they get a draw, they will stay the way they are.
It will be just 7 points.
Yeah, there's 7 points above.
Yeah,
then I'll now win.
Who are you playing next?
Manchester. No, I'm not playing Manchester yet. I'm not playing Manchester.
No,
February 10th. February 10th.
You're not playing Manchester.
February 10th, Man U.
Okay.
February 10th.
But let's see who you are playing next. But Leeds United is going to play Nottingham Forest. How do you see that game, Pana? Who do you think will get all 3 points? Because these 3 points is actually very, very crucial for both teams.
Yeah, 3 points is crucial for both teams, but you have to forget about the fact that Leeds lost woefully to Arsenal in the last game, I think 4-0.
Yes.
And
they have been doing well.
They've been doing well apart from that result. Yeah. They've been getting results against better opponents. Let's not forget the 3 incredible games they had against Chelsea, against 2 other clubs when they were winning games against opponents that you would expect them to be losing, and then they hit that draw, and then they lost to Arsenal and all of that. They are going to be looking to bounce back. Nottingham Forest too haven't been all that, because you also have to remember that they also have their own challenges as well, and they picked up some points here and there, and they also need to improve because Marinakis is not smiling. If you like, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, Marinakis will wake up and tell you you can go. Simple. So I think there is more pressure on Sean Dyche to pull out 3 points out of this game than on Leeds. But the question is now going to be who is going to attack the game and have, let me say, the intensity to get a result in this one. I think both parties may be okay with a point, but Leeds, if they aspire to do better, to improve their standing, they have to go there and get 3 points.
Okay,
now it's a game of Daniel Farke versus Sean Dyche, Calvin Louis versus Jesus. Now these two strikers are good strikers. Calvin Louis has been in the Premier League for a very long time. Jesus came into the Premier League and has taken it by storm, though the team is struggling to create a lot of chances and get them where they need to be. This is a team that actually finished somewhere in the top 6 last season, but this season they're just there or thereabout in the Prem. They're just 6 points above relegation zone, while the other one, I think, is a good match for them. But I feel like this game, going into this game now, both of them have the fight. You get the fight that we must finish in the top 4, we must finish in the top 3, we must finish here, we must finish here. It's going to be a very tough. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Not just a very tough game. It's going to be a very tough game, very, very tough game for both sides, because both sides play with 3 at the back. At the moment, both sides play with 3 at the back. So it's basically the same game plan for each of these teams. Sit deep, hit on the break, send those long balls in, win the second balls, and attack when you need to. These are the game plans these both teams have been playing with, and they've been surviving on these 2 tactics. But it's now up to the manager at the both end to know what they will tweak to get themselves the win. Because if you ask me, I'll tell you this game is basically a 50-50 game. It's a draw, 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw, and then the
Let's not also forget that both sides have defensive and injury issues. What's their name now? I almost said Palace. Palace will be without Cells, which was one of the best. I think one of the Golden Glove winners.
He's the Golden Glove winner last season.
Golden Glove winner. They're also without Chris Wood. They're also without Savona.
No, without Chris Wood, this guy has taken his. Chris Wood has not been available, I think, all season, and Igor Jesus has taken that spot. Like I said, he took the league by storm. He just came in and said, "See, this is my league. As much as it's Chris Wood's league, I want to be here for a very long time," and he's done a very good job for himself.
I would look at the numbers and question whether he's done a good job.
The team is struggling. It's just like you say.
I'll look at the numbers.
If we're looking at the numbers,
look at the numbers.
If we're looking at, like I said,
he's
he's done a good job for
not.
himself. He's done a good job for himself and the team. If you're talking about looking at the numbers, go and look at your correct numbers with 7 goals in the Premier League and tell me he's done a good job for himself. It's just the way it is. Every player has their own score sheet. Every team has their own score sheet. For Nottingham Forest that is struggling, if a player has about 6 goals or so, you will say he has done well because the team
Godwin, you know numbers scream. They say that words tell a story, numbers scream. 23 games, 2 goals, 1 assist.
He's done well for himself.
How is that doing well for himself?
Okay. Let's say what's the prediction? Who gets 3 points?
Draw, like I said.
Draw. This game looks like a draw finally.
Draw.
Leeds winning, please.
Leeds.
If Leeds win, I'll still survive. It's still a good one for me. I know that I have only one person to contend with for the last spot of relegation or for the last spot of Premier. So I want to contend with 2 of them.
Not so you go relegate. Okay, I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to take side. But
you are taking sides against me.
I'm not supposed to take
you
sides.
You will relegate. It's written on the wall.
But let the better team win, though.
Let the better team relegate.
Let the better team win. Then if West Ham doesn't, they are playing Burnley, another relegation candidate tomorrow. So they have the opportunity to win, get 3 points. So that's their own.
After Burnley, Manchester.
Take a relegate. See, I'm there.
If they don't win that one. So, but let's see what happens in today's game. It's going to be Leeds versus Nottingham Forest. Okay, in the La Liga, it's Atletico versus Osasuna. Who wins in that game?
I will say draw, but Celta Vigo win or draw.
Osasuna, please.
Okay, let's see. The finally in Serie A is Verona versus Pisa. So we are going to see
Pisa.
Verona, please.
Pisa.
Win that game. Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Before I move to the npfl, I missed one particular news. It's our goalkeeper. Our Nigerian Super Eagles goalkeeper have decided to terminate his contract with Chippa in South Africa. So he's a free agent now, even though the rumors is saying that some club in South Africa is still looking for him. Then a Saudi club is looking for him, but he's 29 years old. He's been there for 4 years. But we spoke to the board, and he has about 6 months left in his contract. He went to the board, spoke with them. I think probably if he's going to cancel his contract, I think that he probably has an offer somewhere, even though nobody knows where the offer is.
An offer with a bumper sign-on fee.
Yeah,
Let's not even come and play.
So I think whoever is going to now money in the fine now better cash my guy with the look. So he canceled this.
Go and play for Al Nassr.
Okay, nah.
Because you're a wonderful goalkeeper, so that you can help them catch clean sheets, keep clean sheets till they win the trophy, please.
Yeah, so
just for the sake of the goal that doesn't want to.
He went to the board to speak with them, and probably told them probably another club that is going to pay more is looking for him. So because of what he has done for the club, they agreed on mutual consent to just cancel his contract. So he is a free agent. So in upcoming days we will see where he's going to move. But the rumors is that he's going to Saudi to collect Saudi money. Hopefully, I think he's 29 years old, so it's now money he's looking for. When he has maybe 3.
He should have waited till the summer now.
No, well, probably that's what I'm saying. Probably the club that is calling or looking for him is going to pay. You know, waste 6 months of money now.
You know, one thing is with this kind of movies, you terminate your deal with this person, and you come to my club. I start looking at you with that eye like, you should say.
No, see why they terminate. See, but it's just mutual. If those guys will not pay. Those guys will not pay any transfer fee. So all those transfer bonus
come to him, then he really settle the clear, but really settle the team, the cheaper team. But what I'm saying, I'm not saying the agreement between him and his club. I'm saying the other team he is going to. At some point in the nearest future, they look at it like, if you can terminate your contract for this kind of fee.
Bro, players have done worse.
Cheaper can decide not to. They are not under obligation to cancel his contract.
I'm saying the other team can now look at him in the future and now want to use it as a disjudge him, to misjudge.
That's what I'm saying. Players have done worse.
It happens everywhere in football.
They wait for contract to expire.
No terminate his contract with Chelsea.
It's been out down. It's been frozen out now.
That's what I'm saying.
And they pay too much.
That's why we always say when the club don't like you, they will release you and just tell you to go or tell you to. They don't want to pay you. They will tell you to come and cancel your contract. But when the player wants to go to a better club, now they want to use it against player. But club can now discard you. If one ball is not doing well, and they will also cancel the contract and send him back to Nigeria since now.
Simple.
So it's just about everybody is selfish when it comes to money things. But I think a club that, for example, if it's any maybe let's say $10,000 in that club. Than that. Somebody want to pay me $90,000. Even you as a conscious club, you go tell and say, well, we'll begin the go. We cannot even pay you this money in the next 100 years. So
thank you.
That is just common sense. But let's see. We will know the club is going to move to Mwabali has decided to leave his South African club. He's now a free agent. He's 29 years old. Hopefully he gets a good club. I'm somewhere in my mind, I'm hoping that he's going to do a lookman and go to an European club and play maybe, but I don't think it's possible.
Let's see.
But he's looking at Saudi Arabia and all these kind of clubs to come and take him. Probably they are already in contact with him, but we'll look at in upcoming days, see where he's going to move to. Okay, let's talk about the Nigerian npfl, because as we have promised on this show, Fridays is for Nigerian npfl, and let's start with the main news. It's Kun Khalifat. Kun Khalifat yesterday decided to withdraw from the npfl after they wrote a letter to the board, the league board, telling them that they cannot make that trip to Maiduguri. So on Monday, but they didn't get any reply. Then they wrote another reminder. They didn't get any reply again. So they assumed that their request was accepted, and they decided not to travel, to saying that the logistics and what part of them they say that the league doesn't care about the welfare of the players.
Unfair treatment.
Yeah, unfair treatment of players. They only interested. That's what the first statement they released, that they're interested in only money. They are not interested in the welfare of the players. That sometimes in a week they travel very, very long distance.
No, that's
now,
the case.
Imagine
especially
to Omowere to
so they will play on a Wednesday and the next game at home again on Sunday. So it's like you traveling on a 2-day trip from after playing a game. So you leave after playing the match on Sunday evening by 6 p.m. You're on the bus already. So
the point is that
traveling, and you have to get there before Wednesday, train, rest,
don't fly
and play.
And Nigerian players, imagine, Oyibo they fly you. They fly and tell you say they are traveling jet lag day.
After 30 minutes of
jet
flight.
lag day, no?
What?
Then you go take 2 roads,
It's not
2
after
days.
30 minutes of flight, too.
30 minutes of flight.
It's not after 30 minutes of flight.
And 1 hour of train.
It's not about 30 minutes of flight. You don't get jet lag from 30 minutes of flight, please. And you clearly don't get jet lag by traveling via bus. Also,
you don't get jet lag. You get jet lag.
You don't get jet lag by traveling via bus.
Now, I'm just they travel by train.
Staying on the road for over 5 hours on our. You know our road is bad. Before you do all these gallops, do but your body
training.
Now call it what it is. Fatigue from traveling. Don't call it jet lag.
It's jet lag.
It's not jet lag.
But I think overall, then after that, they were fined. They forfeited that game for 3 goals and were fined 10 million. Even though that they say that 10 million is just, it's not something they will pay immediately. It's something that if you do again, if you do that kind of thing, you pay that 10 million. I think they're supposed to pay 2 million and 10 million naira fine again. If you repeat that offense again, you now pay the 10 million naira. But they came back and said, that we no do again, that they are leaving the npfl entirely. You know that what it means is going to disrupt the whole season. That means you have to now deduct points from everybody that you have played
second leg.
And imagine it's going to disrupt everybody's.
It will not start pressing calculator. We are used to calculators already.
That's that happened with Nigeria and Eritrea. So I think that the board probably spoke with them immediately after 2 or 3 hours. They released another statement and said that they have settled with the npfl, but they are going to continue playing. They have a game on Sunday. They are going to honor and continue playing. So, but Nigeria drama no dey finish. Like every week you have one drama or not. You know but how do you see this thing happen?
First and foremost, for a npfl club to write the league and not get a response is atrocious. It is atrocious. One, to do a reminder and not get a follow back. Let's call it what it is. It is atrocious.
The people claim that they didn't see any letter.
So it's fine.
If you send and make you not deliver now, make you enter your outbox.
Okay,
the point, you know, the funny thing about Nigeria is when I say that we are still backward, people agree. So you cannot say that email.
Thank you.
And call and inform. I sent an email, check. You can send a letter. So I don't even know if the letter
is still email now.
Why the 10 million naira fine follow 2 weeks response after? Why the 10 million fine no reach the club? Why didn't it take like no response from an npfl? You are slow to respond to a team in your league and fast to dish out fines. It's unfair. You can't be seen to be fast to dish out fines rather than work with the teams to look at the plight of the players and the plight of the club at the point in time. Now, secondly, it does not exonerate Kun Khalifat from the fact that they abandoned the game. Because of course there should be logistics in place.
Yeah, number 2, you have to understand everybody travels. Kano players came to Enugu to
of
play.
Course.
Everybody travels. What they are saying is that if they make an exception for you people, they have to make an exception for everybody. Then the league will now disorganize, which made sense to me. Do you understand? If they go through this one day Kano player will say, I cannot come to Owerri and play because of I am tired, or you no get money, or you no get fuel. Then you keep rescheduling games. So I think everybody should. The whole thing is that the league needs to improve.
Godwin. It's not about league. You know, sometimes when we talk about football in Nigeria, we fought it on the league. Being being managed by the government officials, FA men in the every state government has an FA chairman, a ministry of sport, and commissioner for sport, and all of those things. Now you look at transportation in place. We're still going to talk about the government in place. Other countries, or let's say some other countries, have trains, and we have what we call bullet train. You get, let's not say bullet train, speed train, because as I call bullet train, I get laugh when they laugh if I say we never do ordinary train when they do Nah, bullet train. Let's just say train as well. You get, when you travel by rail, it's kind of safer at all. I think in secondary school they're saying traveling by rail is the safest means of travel. Not for Nigeria. No, it's like the safest because you could see bus accidents, but you hardly hear about train accidents. You get, so it was one of these. They said according when I was in secondary school, it's the safest means of, but you never see Nigeria. Nigeria will make it the hardest means of travel. But again, I'm just saying, if there could be transportation in place, You get the transport system is in place. There's a railway leading to every city, every major city.
Flight is in place.
The flight is in place. How much you get when you want to pay for flight? Because now somebody traveling from here to UK is paying as somebody traveling from here to Lagos is paying as much as somebody traveling from here to the UK. I'm just saying.
It's not the same. It's not the same rate.
It's like high. It's very high. Like very.
It's not the same rate.
Flight is almost 100 plus
in Nigeria.
Godwin, you have the date of your match ab initio. At the start of the season, you know when you are
how much you
getting your game. The problem is the league.
I will not say
the league.
So in general, if you look at, for example, some of these leagues in England or some of those because they partner with airlines.
They partner.
But here we know they partner with anybody. So the general thing about this whole thing that we have to increase as a nation. We have to make our rail work, our rail lines work.
Rail lines should be working.
Airport
if we cannot, because now
so that you can travel.
Why I decided to exclude flying is because I know the cost of flying one person. You have about 100 so and so.
No, so I want to tackle that one.
Yeah.
I want to tackle that one. It is inexcusable for any NPF club not to fly their team to their games. Because the fundamental rule of every business or every venture is profit. So if you build your business or you build your firm to be profitable, and you know that this is part of the cost, you work it into the cost.
Why not they say player every week?
When you are not prioritizing profits, when you are not running yourself, when you are still running your club or your business as an NGO, or as, let me say, a state-owned business.
John.
Why will you prioritize profit?
John.
When you do not prioritize profit, how will somebody come and invest in your business or invest in your club?
John, when we talk about football in Nigeria, I'm not talking business now. I'm talking about football in Nigeria.
No, but football is business, and you have to come at it from that direction.
Many of the teams, like the sponsorship they get is who will help them print jersey.
People when they never pay salary finish.
They never pay their salary. Now they talk about flying them.
There are some things that
the only thing you have to do in place.
Was revenue generated, yes or no?
They are not making enough. That's the point.
Who told you they are not making enough?
John. The only way you make revenue generated, let's talk about revenue generated.
Let's talk revenue generation.
You go to the Prem. You have partners who their adverts come on the billboard. Yeah, those people pay. His TC Stadium, 70,000 capacity is full to the max. Season ticket holders are coming. Everybody's coming to buy tickets. When last did you go to Enugu Rangers? Let's not talk about watching it on TV because I'm not talking about TV rights here now. When last did you go to stadium, pay for tickets, entered and saw a game, and you saw that there were more than 20,000 people in that stadium?
I did. I would say sometime earlier this year, or late last year.
That's the one game now.
Paid. Saw the game. Stadium was jam packed.
That was the season we won the league now. So, only that one.
So
out of the many,
excuse me.
I can tell you that.
Excuse me.
In that stadium did not pay.
I disagree with you on that.
The
If they did not pay, it's incumbent on the club, not on the people.
And that game is just
it's
a one-off.
It's incumbent on the club, not on the people.
And that game is just a one-off. How many times have you gone there again?
That's a one-off. It is on the team, not on the fans. You have to create the right environment. You have to put the right things in place, and the fans will turn up. Everybody spends over 20,000 naira buying jerseys each footballing season. Don't tell me you don't have 1,000 or 500 to pay a ticket to go see the game. If the team matters to the fans, the fans will turn up. Nobody they pull up for petrol, they pull up for.
I know now, but the thing is that we know all these things we are doing is that we are just wishing that this thing is happening. But
it won't happen by wishing.
That means you are saying the same thing.
The point it won't happen by wishing.
Currently, for example, look at what Kun Khalifat is saying. They are saying that the npfl does not care about clubs. So if they feel that way,
were they not giving any package coming into the league? Yes or no?
The point I'm trying that what started this argument is that clubs, for example, this is a Kun Khalifat, there's a private club, they don't have the revenue to fly these players and number two, remember, not all the states have functioning airports. Somehow you have to still travel. But let's leave Kun Khalifat today, but they decided to come back and continue playing. They have shooting stars at home in Owerri, so they are going to play. Hopefully, we'll keep doing well in that league will come. My own prayer is that let us just improve. Another news coming out in npfl is that Niger State are threatening to pull out from Tornadoes. I think both of them combined to form Niger Tornadoes. They want to separate, but they are still talking. They are saying that they are partial day with both management team, but we'll see. News plenty when it comes to the npfl, but hopefully they will sort out themselves out. Okay, Ilechukwu have said that Rangers International are still in contention to win the title. Well, okay, but I believe you.
I'll believe it when I see it. Thank you.
Hope. I believe that is going to do well. Okay, let's talk about the quickly. We'll get the games that happen in the npfl at the weekend. You have games at the FPL at the weekend. Talk about some of them before we start taking phone calls. But I hopefully Nigerian, I'm just somewhere in my mind, I just hope that Nigeria will just improve as a nation, improve as everywhere, because almost we have suffered in everything in this country. We have suffered. So hopefully we are going to do well. But in the features of the npfl this weekend, on Saturday, one game on Saturday, Bendel Insurance will host Enyimba. In that game, it's going to be an interesting game. Enyimba have suffered this season. But don't suffer there. I think they have 4 coaches this season too. They are suffered. Okay, on Sunday, Kano Pillars will play Remo Star, the defending champion. They are fighting for their lives. They're almost trying to enter that relegation battle. Plateau will play Kwara United. Ikorodu City will play Niger Tornadoes. Warri Wolves will play El Kanemi Warriors. Abia Warriors will host Rangers International. That one is going to be rental derby, but not with Enyimba, with Abia Warriors. National United will play Bayelsa United, and Kun Califat. Waki Tourist will play Castle United, and Kun Califat will host switching staffs after coming back to say they are now playing in the Premier League. Well, hopefully things will get better in Nigerian football. TV rights that everybody is talking about will come. When TV rights come, they have more money with the club. But the problem again is mismanagement. It's not that clubs don't get money. Just from the NFF to the league board, everybody just everybody just selfish, trying to take something. I can't explain it. Something that is meant for everybody, for the players, for the fans, to you to do the stadium well, build the stadium. Somebody will just sit down and organize themselves and keep taking putting inside their own pocket. It's just sad. We need to just improve as a human being in Nigeria, not even as a nation, because it's human beings that makes up the nation. It's human beings that run the nation. It's not ghosts, it's human beings. Hopefully we do well and just do well. Look at our league every day. It's either they are fighting here or these people are withdrawing and they are returning back after one. Even the punishment that they are saying that they're going to pay, nobody's talking about the punishment again. So next game, another team will say, I don't want to play because of this, and you have to go out. All these things.
That's one.
Referees again, talking about referees, all the referees doing their own thing, because that's part of the thing he talked about after welcome back Kun Khalifa back to the officiating. Talking about the officiating have been very, very poor. That they will need to improve in our officiating. So a lot of things in this country. I don't even know where I'm going to put my hand to discuss Nigerian professionally, but we just need to just be talking about it. Hopefully it will get well. When we go on TV right, we put it on cable TV. Hopefully it will be better. Now the whole world will be seeing us. So probably players have it in mind. Scouts might not be watching us on TV. Fans will have it in mind. Okay, we are on TV. Maybe they will behave better. But let's see. Okay, let's start taking phone calls and get your contribution about all these things that you are talking about. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's take the first call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. All right, Alex, your contribution.
See, if anybody come out and say he doesn't want to put interest in politics, I don't know I don't know the type of word to use for that person, because politics affect every day of our lives. I'm telling you, if we were to be that our roads were good, we have means of transportation,
the roads are good, the trains are moving well.
Yeah, now other things, I did, brother. Other things, you see, all this, each sector in Nigeria has our economy is intertwined, both sports, agriculture, and everything. And our politicians don't know that football is one of the things that generates the economy in each country. See England now, they can't do without football. You understand? It really boosts the economy,
yes.
and they don't know. All they know is if they are up there, we continue to loot, and they don't ever get tired. See, I just pray. Kuntalipa has actually opened our eyes to see so many things, and we all know that it has been there, but we still need us as the people. We need to start doing things. Actions, to me, actions still louder than voice. We have been talking and talking, and it be like say we pour water for stone, and they don't even seem to be listening. I just pray that we just start to act. If I'm to put it that way, to me, actions speak louder than voice. That one is, by the way, kudos to Admiral Lookman. I'm really really happy for him. He's running to Siemens. If we can try and come out of that Turkish league and come to top 5 league. I don't know how he moved from Serie A to Turkish league, but anyway, he knows the best. But you just pray that after him seeing out his contract, he should come back to the top 5 league
and
contest for bigger honors for himself.
After that contract, he should go to Saudi.
Okay.
After that Turkish contract,
Saudi
should go to Saudi.
Saudi will always be there.
07
Go and play and win trophies.
0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Augustine. I'm calling from Enugu.
Okay, your contribution.
There is something that John was saying here that these people, it's brother, easy to sponsor a team in Nigeria. Where do they get that money? Is it from sign-on fee, or does the league, npfl or whatever they call themselves, do they sponsor these clubs? These people know what they are talking. Oh, it's not easy. Somebody will sit down from here, as you people said. You will travel from here to, and not even that the bus is even all that, let me say, European bus. You see, like a range out here, you see that the type of bus they're using. You will travel from here to Kaduna or to go and play football. After you get up in 3 days or 4 days to go and play ball in another place. My brother, it seems that Nigeria is in a mess. The way they are fighting for money at the glass house there, and people are suffering, and they are finding them. Somebody wrote you a letter, and this letter we are talking about is not fact again. It's just a simple message they will send to you. You did not respond to it, and they are finding them. Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you. We just need to do better as we keep talking about this npfl every Friday. Now all of us this mess, all of us inside, we need to just pull ourselves.
If there's progress,
all of us will enjoy. All of us will enjoy. See, when that TV rights came, everybody was happy.
After we know
Audio TV rights.
You don't see.
I don't think it's TV right. I think it's just social media partnership.
No, both of them.
And they'll be streaming on YouTube.
There's both of them. Both the TV one and the statistics one where analytics where you can now go on Google and you see the lineup again, see the statistics in the game, see everything about that game. You can actually read about the game on Google. That's the thing. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Hello, good morning, John. God doing that, no, so.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It's Prince O. That's not that.
All right, your contribution.
You see, this Khalifa issue, I think, is something that exposes many things in Nigerian football. If I listen to their media officer more, I listened to him attentively and I picked some points from what she said. She said that he complained that when they wrote to the NFL board, the npfl board, hello? Should postpone their league. What I say is that they have a match on Sunday and they have another match on Wednesday, which they cannot accompany, that is not possible for them. It's not possible for them. Now they were now begging the npfl, since they have another match the next 2 weeks of it, in the same, which is, I think, is it Nasarawa or I think Kano?
They should put it
That
together.
it will be better for them if they play this one on Wednesday. Then they will not play this one on Sunday. That they sent about 3 letters to the npfl. None of them was replied. And the man, the MO himself, said that he personally called the npfl officer, their media officer, and complained to him. No response.
That's the problem. They don't respond. They don't talk.
No response. Then now you responded by fining them, suspended 10 million fine. How is that possible? What we are saying is this: if we know how our country is, and we know how far the distance is. Assuming now Enugu Rangers is playing Kano Pillars on Sunday, and on Wednesday they still have Nasarawa United to play, or on the weekend of it. Why don't you shift their match? Let them play Kano on Wednesday, then on Sunday, they will now move to Nasarawa. Instead of coming back to play Ade Warriors on Wednesday, then going back to Nasarawa again. That is how you do organization and planning. So it will be easy for those clubs and equally easy for those players.
Right.
Except you have never played football before.
Right.
From Onisha here to Enugu, just stay in the bus from Onisha to Enugu here to come and play Rangers and go back. You will know what it means.
Right,
have a nice day, guys.
Thank you very much. They go back last season.
Apart from you have bad rules, you have insecurity to deal with, you have a lot of things to deal with. So sometimes I understand, but the problem is if you make an excuse for one club, you now have to make an excuse for every other club.
But then Godwin, I like as this is bringing up this issue, because at the end of this season they should look at
for next season, yes.
And plan it well.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
The area you realize that Nigeria is not for you, it's better for you.
Name and integration first.
Good morning to you guys in the studio.
Good morning.
Someone from Abugo.
Okay, quickly, your contribution.
Nigeria is our country.
Yes, sir.
And we're already here. So nobody is leaving, nobody is going back to his mother's womb. So first whatever we see. So every day new story, and it's not funny at all. Nigeria, just a country that the official, someone that are assigned to do something will be doing anyhow, breaking the law. But when the people they are assigned to manage, do something little, that not something little that you just wake up and they find you. But you have been misbehaving, and nobody will even talk to you. So that's the kind of country we are living in. So, but then you were talking about the fine of the one of the Nigerian Premier League team. So the problem is that I'm not against the fine, but the problem is that they ignore the team when they are complaining about that. They should have told them we cannot accept your request. So, but finding them, but the team should have at least know how they will manage, because of just like some of in the studio just said, once you grant the permission, then other team will just come up, go the same way.
Yes.
Maybe Enugu Rangers have you that they don't have fuel, or the fuel station have closed. They no there's no wake up early to buy fuel, so they can't travel. So then it will bring a lot of commotion in the league. But the problem is the management don't do what they're supposed to do. At least we know that all these things is happening. Then you know what to do, at least to help the team. Right. Don't be surprised that one day the team will tell you that once they want to travel, if you enter back, the driver will come out to collect their money, just like they are loading motor in the park from the players. This might be happening, but we don't know. But one day everything, just like this one, just come up now, and everybody know what is happening. One day that one will come up that they are loading players like in the park. They're paying for travel. Thank you.
Yeah. we just need to find a way to fix our problems. Yeah, if probably they grant that for Kun Khalifa, maybe other clubs will want to put their mouth and start complaining. Yes, I think the features too is auto-generated. That's what they said, is auto-generated. So it's not that they fix it manually. But they need to just find a way to make everyone, because you have to understand insecurity, bad roads, long distance, traveling for almost a day just to play a match, coming back there, you're on the road for basically 2 whole days because you want to play a single game. It's not fair to the players and to the team traveling. So as a nation, we just need to come together to fix our country. Okay, let's just quickly take the final call before we end the show. 1 minute, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everybody in the studio. John Nonsan Godwin, I greet you now.
Yes, good morning. 1 minute, please.
Yes, I'm just coming back from Staff Bridge.
Okay.
I have it as Staff Bridge. Okay, I need to do
All right.
let me just put it this way. It is sure the Kunfari got also.
No. They are playing the game on Sunday now.
Okay, let me take it that way because I simply believe not to come about it.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh no, so you can have me and the West Ham. I'm West Ham.
Thank you.
I want my question.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for joining us on today's show. Hopefully, Nigerian Premier League will get better every Saturday, every Friday. We're going to talk about it, how we are going to improve. Keep talking about it. Maybe one day somebody will listen and do something about it. Thank you for being part of today's show. Thank you for being part of this Vote FN Sports family. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.